Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So here we are in the midst of fall, and as sorry as I am to see my favorite season, summer, leave, I do have to admit that I love fall fashions. I love shopping for fall fashions because really I'm a sweater girl at heart. So for today's video, I'm going to be taking a look at some of the fall fashion trends, things that have stood out to me, things that I have seen in store, online, designer, mall brands. And I have picked a couple of my favorite items for you, so I'm going to walk you through them. And we're going to get started with the first trend that I have noticed, which is your textured fabrics. Specifically, suede and corduroy are huge this year. Now, I know people would argue that they are classics and they're always in style, and that is very true. However, everywhere you look, this season you're going to see suede, and corduroy has really made a comeback. I feel like it hasn't been popular in maybe a decade or so. I used to have a favorite pair of corduroy pants that I used to wear all the time to work, and those kind of faded out of style, and now they're coming back as strong as ever. So those are the two main textured fabrics that I'm referring to. So let's talk about suede first. Suede is a beautiful fabric for fall. It's a little bit heavier, so it'll keep you warmer. It's rich. And all of the pieces that I have seen have come in these beautiful earth tones. So really gorgeous pieces out there. And they do run the gamut as far as price goes, from high end to reasonable prices. So I'm going to start off with this blazer from Veronica Beard. Now this is an investment piece, but it is absolutely stunning. It is this gorgeous Miller Dickey blazer, but it comes in this beautiful gray suede, absolutely gorgeous. I could see this in someone's wardrobe for the duration. It's the kind of styling that's just not going to go out of style, and it is really, really elegant and so sophisticated. I just love this blazer. If this is out of your price range, and I get it because that, like I said, is really an investment piece, you may want to try something at the lower end. Do check out Quince, because Quince has a lot of pretty items in suede and leather as well. They do offer a suede blazer, however, it is currently out of stock, so I'm not featuring that one. But as an option to a blazer, you can go with a moto jacket, and this moto jacket is really cool. It comes in suede in 4 different colors. It's edgier, it maybe looks a little bit younger, very versatile because you can dress it up for the office or you can dress it down for the weekend. And the price point at Quince, as always, is really good. I really do love their clothing. They have excellent quality. Now, in addition to your blazers, tops, jackets, barn jackets are really popular as well, but you can also pick things up like pants and skirts in suede. And pants are a little iffy for me, only because the required care for suede is a little bit more extensive. But a skirt might be something easier to manage for you. And I have this beautiful skirt that I found from Banana Republic. This is such a throwback for me. Goodness. Years and years ago, I think the year was 1982, I had a college roommate who had a magnificent long suede skirt just like this one. It was full, it was midi length, it was absolutely beautiful. She paired it with everything and wore it everywhere, and it was really just a flawless piece in her wardrobe. So that is what this Banana Republic skirt reminds me of. But again, if this is out of your price range, or maybe you just don't do leather, there are a lot of options when it comes to faux suede. And for example, I have this jacket here. Now this is not a jacket that is currently available, but I did want to show it to you just to give you an idea. So it has the look of suede, but it's just a microfiber fabric, and you can actually machine wash this, so it's really, really easy care. It doesn't wrinkle, it doesn't shed or rub off. The color won't rub off on anything, so really easy care as far as your suede options go. So do check those out. I did find one jacket kind of similar to this one, is sort of a short boxy jacket, and it comes in a couple colors, I think, and it's just really easy care. It gives you that sophisticated look without breaking the bank. Now the other textured fabric that is really popular now is corduroy. And if you search corduroy, say on Nordstrom, you're going to find a ton of things. Mostly I saw pants. I did see some beautiful jackets. I even saw a really cute corduroy dress from Bowden. And then of course there are your skirts. So the piece that I'm focusing on today is this high-waisted pair of mom jeans. These come in loads of different colors, all beautiful fall colors. They're really flattering. They're a straight leg, so they're a little bit more classic. Lots of jeans nowadays and pants nowadays are your flare leg and your wide leg. This is a straight leg, still really fashionable, but maybe a little bit easier to wear, a little bit more streamlined for your aesthetic. And then I found this beautiful corduroy skirt from Banana Republic Factory. I actually love this so much. I can't even decide what color to get it in. It comes in the light beige that I'm showing. There's also this beautiful olive green, and I think there's a brown or a black, I'm not sure. But really, really beautiful skirt. It has that elegance about it, but it also looks like cool, and I can see this dressed up with a beautiful pair of high-heeled boots and a nice blazer. Or you can opt out for a more casual look. You can do sneakers, you can do chunky loafers, or even just a flat boot and a cute little jacket or cardigan over that. And I'm loving this corduroy skirt. Can't wait to get that one. I think I'm going to go for the beige with that one. Okay, next up in our fall fashion trends, I quickly want to touch on footwear. Obviously, boots are in style for the fall. They always are, but I have noticed two trends in boots. One are your cowboy boots. So cowboy boots, there's a whole category of them in Nordstrom. You have boots that look like genuine cowboy boots with the stitching and the pointy toe. Then you have cowboy inspired boots. They're higher length, there's booty length, there's higher heels, there's lower heels, just about anything you want. Most of them do come in those earth tones. There occasionally you can find a pair in black if you prefer that. And I actually have a cute pair of cowboy inspired boots that I wore last year, and I'm really glad to see that the trend is continuing because these are really cute and just, again, a new look, a fresh look. Also, boots that are knee-high, and I feel like riding boots are coming back really, really strong. They were huge for so many years, and then they kind of faded, and now they're back again, and who better than Stuart Weitzman to provide a beautiful knee-high boot. You can do a heel, a high heel, a mid-heel, or a low heel. I'm opting for a low heel on this one. I think it looks more authentic to the riding boot look, and obviously these will be available in all price points, but I really like a very good quality leather boot, and so that's why I'm sticking with Stuart Weitzman. As far as shoes go, ballet flats are everywhere. They are so hot, and there's so many different styles. You can get them with the strap across the top or without the strap. I've seen them in suede, I've seen them in animal print. They are black, they're burgundy, they're brown, they're beige, you name it, rounded toe, pointy toe, anything you can imagine for a ballet flat. It is going to be out there for you. This pair from Cole Haan is really pretty. I like this stitching on it, and I thought the sole looked really comfortable on that as well. And again, ballet flats go with everything. They do look particularly good with straight leg jeans or wide leg jeans, especially if you crop it up just a little bit. And ballet flats are also super comfortable. A lot of times though, you do have to try them on just to get the proper fit, but these from Cole Haan look really, really nice. Next up, we have sweaters, and of course fall is the time for sweaters. Sweaters have gotten a lot chunkier, so you're going to see chunky yarn, you're going to see a chunky styling, whatever kind of neck you can get, a turtleneck, a bateau neck, a funnel neck, a cowl neck, they're all out there. The one feature that I did notice with these chunky sweaters is that the sleeves are going to be wider. So most of your chunky sweaters in previous years would have a banded sleeve, but these have, most of them either have like a straight sleeve, a bell sleeve, or just a wide cuffed sleeve. So that is a slightly different look. This chunky sweater from Abercrombie is one of their best sellers, and it comes in every color you can imagine, plus these really cute graphic pictures. There, I think there's a horse, there's a couple puppies, dogs, and there was something else there too, I can't remember. But lots of different colors, lots of different options with that one, and you can have a field day and pick up a couple for yourself. Polo necks are pretty popular too. Sometimes they have the buttons, sometimes they just have the collar, almost like a Johnny collar sweater. So those are going to be a little more streamlined, a little more fitted to the body, much like the sweater that I'm wearing right now. And I did find a sweater from Lily Silk, who is now being sold on Nordstrom, which I am very excited about. So if you're a Nordstrom fan and you'd love to get your points from Nordstrom, but you like Lily Silk as well, you can find a lot of their pieces now on Nordstrom, which I'm really excited about. They have a beautiful polo neck in a lot of different colors. And then we have the tee, the sweater tee. So this is a great layering piece. Quince has probably one of the best ones out there. They do offer in a lot of different colors. Unfortunately, right now, the colors are sold out in a lot of sizes. However, Quince has a great feature where you can just click the wait list and they will send you information when your chosen size and color is back in stock. Great prices again from Quince. This is a cashmere tee. It's great for layering, comes in many, many beautiful colors, simple, elegant. You can't go wrong with something like this. It's the type of piece that's going to last you all through the year. The only time maybe you wouldn't wear this is in the hottest days of summer, but in late summer, fall, winter, spring, this is going to be on constant repeat in your wardrobe. And then, of course, there are cardigans. Cardigans have changed slightly from a couple years ago. We still do have the longer, chunkier, what they call boyfriend type of cardigans. Quince has a great one as well. But most of the cardigans that I have seen, if you just do a quick search again on Nordstrom, a lot of them are much shorter, so they're going to stop at the waistline. They have a lot of buttons. Some have a collar, some have a round neck. Sometimes they have some elegant little touches and beads and so forth on them. They really are like a granny style. I have heard that term before, and you get the idea. It's something that your granny might have worn. So they're a little bit shrunken. They would go great with some of these maxi skirts. That corduroy skirt, that suede skirt would look beautiful with a cardigan. And they are everywhere. So if you want to refresh your wardrobe a little bit and stay warm, cardigans are the way to go. And finally, let's talk a little bit about accessories. And so the first one is chunky, handmade look type of jewelry, something like what I am wearing today. This is from Amber Lollipop, and they feature all of these beautiful necklaces and pieces of jewelry that have a very organic kind of look to them. Looks almost like you pieced it together on your own. You can see that this has Baroque pearls threaded all through it, and really makes a statement. I have the bracelet that matches that as well. Now these are pearls, but they do offer gemstones if you want to really buy into the fall vibe. They have some beautiful, like a tiger's eye shaded type of gemstone jewelry. So those pieces of jewelry are really trending right now. Pieces that look almost homemade. And you know, like friendship bracelet-y type of jewelry. Really, really beautiful stuff. Another accessory, a really fun accessory, this is kind of out of left field, I actually have one, is a faux fur scarf. And I thought this is such a fun idea. So I have mine here. This is a couple years old, but I will show you one as well that is available, I think, on Anthropology. And really, this is just something that you're going to throw around, and I think there's a button on this one to connect it. It's warm, it's comfy, it's cute, it looks luxurious, and of course it's not real fur at all, but it's just a fun little accessory that I've seen here and there and everywhere. And finally, as far as accessories go, vintage bags are the rage, and so are suede bags. So a quick shout out to my Coach Brooklyn bag that I purchased last year. Still going strong, still available in lots of beautiful earth tone colors in a couple different sizes. And then as far as vintage bags go, well, I just did a video about my beautiful Jeune Fille from Louis Vuitton. So this is legit a beautiful vintage bag. There are some designers that have re-released older styles. I think Fendi might have, or Gucci. And so there's this trend towards these older bags, but there's nothing quite like a vintage bag. Usually the prices are fantastic, and they just have such a history about them, and such an elegant look. Just a little bit of a throwback to the past. So I'm loving my vintage bags, and I've actually been shopping a couple more as well. Have my eye on one in epi leather, so we will see. But that is it for my fashion trends of 2025 video. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like or comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe. Also, anything that I have featured that is available, I will leave in a link. And if you wanted to see the video on my Louis Vuitton, I will include that one as well. So thanks so much for watching, and I will see you again in my next video. Take care.